like to get everybody grounded and feeling centered and connected before we dive into the body. So just feeling your feet on the floor, taking some deep, slow breaths. Letting go of the stress of the day. If you need to have some big sighs, go for it. Just really bring your awareness to the parts of your body that are making contact with the chair or wherever you're seated or laying down. I do recommend sitting up because this particular meditation really does put people to sleep. So, so yeah, staying upright is helpful. But if you need to sleep, that's cool. Just re-listen to this afterwards another time. So we're acknowledging and thanking the earth below us, Mother Earth, for her beautiful energy and thanking her for filling us up with her grounding, protective, mothering, nurturing, loving energy. So just visualizing the core of the earth, a golden, sparkly energy. It's connected to you through these luminous roots, these grounding cords. So just see that beautiful golden sparkly energy coming up those roots and coming up the soles of your feet and spreading slowly throughout your entire body, up your legs, just feeling the relaxation, the safety, the love moving up your legs, up into the hips, the pelvis, your belly, your chest, flowing down the arms all the way to your hands and up into the neck, shoulders and neck and throat area, and up into the head and brain, all the way up your crown and just spilling out into your energy field all around you. And then looking just a few feet above your head with your mind's eye. That's the energy of your consciousness. So just projecting that energy up into the cosmos. We're all going to go up our personal spiritual portal that just makes us feel more connected to that source energy that we are a spark of. So this source energy is in all of your cells. It's going to feel like we're going up and out somewhere else, but really what's happening is we're going into the nucleus of all of our cells. So projecting that light that's above your head out towards the stars and other planets, towards a series of bright white lights. These are different planes of existence, dimensions. And you're just going to go towards them and through them. These several bright lights with some spaces between them. Then in the distance, just keep going up and up and up. You'll see a jelly-like substance with all the colors of the rainbow. That's the laws of the universe. Just heading through that and keep going up till you see the brightest white iridescent light so far with a pink mist in front of it, the law of compassion, heading to that law of compassion, a beautiful pink mist, and allowing it to just pull you into that seventh plane energy, which is that's the source, God, creator of all that is, goddess energy, and just seeing yourself basking in that light from head to toe, clearing the energy of the day. And then bringing your awareness to your adrenal glands. They're just in the middle of your back. on top of the kidneys. They look like cute little hats. We're just going to say hello to those adrenals. They have their own, like every organ and gland, they all have their own unique, beautiful frequency and song and dance. And a part of this healing is going to support the adrenals and all the other organs and glands in kind of resuming their song, kind of clearing some of the shocks or other emotions, fears that are getting in the way of that beautiful song and symphony throughout your whole body. So we're returning to balance and harmony and peace and connection between all these parts of your body. So starting with the adrenals, we're going to come back to the adrenals very frequently in between all the other parts, as we're working to reconnect so that you can feel whole. You are whole. And this is about you really feeling like your body's working as a whole system and functioning better. So just bringing your breath and awareness when you take a breath in. I'm going to guide you throughout these different parts of your body. Just intend that the energy of your breath, that life force energy, is going to that part. And if you don't know what these different parts of your body look like, it's okay. Just bring your awareness to the overall part of the body that I'm kind of giving you a location for. So checking in with those adrenals, breathing into them, and then bringing your awareness to this part of the body that's just in your below your breastbone, below the sternum. It's called the xiphoid process. It's that piece of cartilage that's just in your lower chest and upper belly. So just breathing into that part. We're going to be not only focusing on organs and glands, but also the nervous system and these different musculoskeletal tissues that include the deep front line that runs all the way through the core of your body from the inside of your head down to your big toe. We store a lot of stuff in that deep core of our body, some of our kind of deepest fears and shocks. So now bringing your awareness back to your adrenals. And just we're reconnecting these parts of the body so they can talk to each other more effectively. So if it supports you, if you're a really visual person, you might see like almost just like a light connecting these two parts of the body, opening up the highway of communication. So now go up to the pineal gland. And it's in the middle of your brain. I will give you a kind of easy way to locate that. If you put your fingers just above your ears on each side, one finger on each side, and if there's an imaginary line between your two fingers, that would bring you right to the middle of your brain where that beautiful pineal gland is. So just bringing your awareness there, seeing it, that part of your brain light up. The beautiful golden light. This part of the body is the master receptor of that universal life force energy that pours down all of us in through our crown. And whenever there's some blocks in this part of the body, it's much harder to heal anything physically. So we're going to give a lot of extra love to that pineal gland. It's a big part of our intuitive center, having good sleep, secretes melatonin. Okay, and then just bringing awareness back to the adrenals, energetically connecting the pineal with the adrenals. And then come back to the middle of your brain, just a little in front of where you were before, is where the pituitary gland lies. And this is a really important gland for the hormonal system. It secretes hormones that tell the reproductive organs and glands and the adrenals and thyroid to secrete their hormones. So for the pituitary, it's really important that the pituitary be healthy and balanced. So we're given some energy, offering some healing to the pituitary, clearing out anything in these parts of our body that are getting in the way. And that could be some stuck emotions. If anybody feels any emotions surfacing while they're in these deep parts of their body, just encourage you to breathe through it. And then connecting the pituitary with the adrenals, seeing that energetic pathway lighting up. And coming back up to the brain, right on top of the pituitary. So you're still bringing your awareness to that kind of middle, little front middle part of the brain. This hypothalamus is just sitting on top of the pituitary and giving orders to the pituitary, sending those messages and hormones to the pituitary. So she's really, really the boss. And then coming back to your adrenals and your mid back on top of your kidneys. Then up to your thyroid in the front of your throat. One of the 4 pillars that Dr. Vicky talked about. So just bringing your awareness to the front of your throat, breathing, breathing life force energy there. And back down to your adrenals. Helping them work together more effectively as a team, a harmonious team. And back up to the front of your throat, just behind the thyroid. There's usually 4 parathyroid glands, 2 on each side of the back of the thyroid. So just bringing that awareness back to the front of your throat on each side. Very important gland for many reasons, and the bones would be one of them. Very involved in calcium and vitamin D metabolism. And coming back to those adrenals. And then up to the thymus gland, which is right between the middle of your chest and your throat. So right on the top of your sternum. And if it helps you, you're welcome to put your hand on any of these parts of your body. This is an important part of the immune system in the chest. our neurological system, our immune system, our hormonal system, they're all so connected and they all affect each other. And back down to the adrenals. Now up to the heart, the organ in the left lower chest. Pretty frequently when we stay long enough in our heart, there's some grief and losses that can surface. And most of us grow up suppressing our emotions. And it's part of the healing journey is to kind of reprogram that. And I try to encourage people to celebrate when emotions come up, because it means you're ready to process it, you're ready to release it. And all it takes is holding space for that, not judging it or shaming it or making it wrong, just acknowledging it, feeling it, breathing through it. And often it will just take a few minutes. You might want to ask if your heart has a message for you today. And coming back to the adrenal glands. And then bringing your awareness down into your pelvis. So the womb or the prostate area below the bladder. If you don't have a physical womb, that's okay. It's the energy center of the womb energy centers there, whether you have a womb or not, whether you're a woman or man, we all have it. And so just bringing your awareness into that area between your pubic bone and your belly button is a good place to bring the focus. And just filling up that area with life force energy. So we're holding space for the womb, the fallopian tubes, the ovaries, part of one of those four pillars. Release the sex hormones. Seeing those areas light up. And coming back to those beautiful adrenals. Work for so hard for us. Feeling that connection between the womb and the ovaries and your adrenals. Opening up that channel of communication. Now heading over to your liver and your right upper belly, just under that lower right rib cage. Works pretty hard for us too. We can store a lot of anger and rage that wasn't processed in this part of the body. And I do see that quite commonly when with women that are struggling with menopausal issues, that they need help processing that anger, because what they weren't allowed to show anger growing up. Got to be nice, got to be a good girl. So right now we're holding space for that liver to just let any energy go that's not serving you, any toxins to clear. We can transmute anything. Everything is energy, frequency, simply with our intention. Now back to the adrenals. And then over to the left upper belly, sort of lower left rib cage, the spleen. Purifies the blood as a part of the immune system. And back to your adrenals. And we're going to move to the pancreas in your upper middle belly, very close to your stomach. One of those four pillars secretes insulin, secretes digestive enzymes. And coming back to the adrenal glands. And connecting with those kidneys that are below those adrenal glands. You could start with one side if you like, in the mid left back, and then move over to the right side. So let's all start with our left kidney. That feels true for you. And clearing out any buildup of toxins, any emotions. We can store a lot of fear here, and also sometimes resentment can be pushed down from the back of our heart center into those kidneys. And then over to the right kidney. And seeing that beautiful connection open up between the adrenals on top of those kidneys and the kidneys. Now bringing your awareness up to this part right between your eyebrows, on top of the bridge of your nose, about an inch or so inward. You're starting to connect with this deep front line that I talked about. It runs down the entire body in the middle, the core of your body, and holds a lot of our deepest stresses. We can release the tension, our fascia and connective tissues. It can allow better blood flow, better nerve impulses, better lymph flow, which it just supports everything. So then coming back to the adrenal glands. And then up to the occiput, just at the base of your skull in the back, where your skull and your neck meet. And hold a lot of tension here. And then back down to the adrenals again. And down to the front of your thighs, that deep front line moves down front of the thighs. And coming back up to the adrenals. Then bringing your awareness into the sacrum, that bone at the base of the spine that's right deep in our pelvis, behind the womb and the bladder. Breathing into the back of your pelvis. Then up to the adrenals. We're almost done. Then down to your feet, bringing particularly awareness into that the inside of your arch, the side of your foot where your large toes are. That deep front line runs down the feet to the big toes. Just bringing that awareness into the inside parts of your feet. And feel the tension release in your feet. Now we're going to move to connecting the thyroid gland. So bringing your awareness back up into your thyroid, into your throat, breathing there, and then moving the energy of your breath and awareness up to this area between your eyebrows again. Breathing it up there, breathing it back down to your thyroid, just opening up that communication, that energetic pathway between the throat and this third eye area and the tissues. And then coming back into your thyroid and breathing down from the thyroid gland into that womb, prostate, pelvic region again. And just breathing between the thyroid, the throat, and this pelvic area. Just keep going back and forth, opening up that pathway, that highway, which is the energetic pathway of that we need to unblock this to fully be in our creative energy and our authentic creative expression. We're all here to be unique, authentic expression of source. And if this pathway is blocked, it's really challenging to do that, to express our true selves. So breathing between the womb, prostate, and the throat. This is a really common block I see in women with hormonal imbalances. Now coming back to your beautiful adrenals. And then up into the jaw, kind of right below your jaw and the upper part of your neck, where this hyoid bone. So this is under your tongue. That deep front line runs behind the tongue. Now, one last time, just coming back into connection with your adrenal glands. And if you're a really visual person, you may just want to take notice to how the adrenals maybe look different, move differently, feel different, or there's just a knowing that they feel relieved with you coming in and saying hi and giving them some beautiful healing energy. They work very hard and are a really key part of hormonal balance, secreting progesterone and all these other hormones. We're going to finish just by balancing the craniosacral rhythm. So I'm going to just energetically, I'm bringing my awareness to the occiput and the sacrum, just making sure that the group's craniosacral fluid is pulsing nicely. And you can do that as well if you'd like, just simultaneously kind of breathing the energy between the back of your bottom of your head and your sacrum, the back of your pelvis. Beautiful. So just kind of moving your fingers and toes, bringing your awareness into the parts of your body, making contact with the chair, your feet on the floor, and opening your eyes when you feel ready.
And we're doing this because you matter.